We're going in. Get tactical, Marines.
The boys.
Autobots. Go hit him! Spartans!
The brews.
Drink up the ale! He's been thirsty!
The nerds.
Well, technically,
Max.
Oh yeah, it was totally blackout drunk. Boba Fett is the best pound for pound fighter.
Justin.
Grand.
Judgment time.
3 beers starts now.
See, it's not as fun. There we go.
Hey, nerds,
Brought
welcome
bottles
back
like an idiot.
to another episode of 3BD, podcast where we talk about all our favorite nerdy stuff while sipping on some brews with the boys. I'm Justin. I'm here with Max
Hi.
and Stu.
What's with the look? Hello. Well, usually you got something funny thing to
It was
say.
just a straight hi this time.
Normally it's like, I don't know, I ran some old lady off the road or something.
Oh, I have never run an old lady off the road.
Hot take, I don't like cold pizza.
I don't like cold pizza.
Just
Cold pizza
hey.
is fucking garbage.
Likes keeping us on our toes.
Right?
here.
That's true.
Yeah. You're welcome.
All right. What are we drinking today, boys?
Keeping it, I don't know, Canadian. I got these Labatt Blues.
You crazy Canuck.
I'm not Canadian. Born and bred right here in the
Yo.
U.S. of A.
You old knucklehead.
That's why I'm growing out this mullet.
ways
The
to
trail boss.
Got a ways to go.
Fucking trail boss. I know. That's why I haven't done the mustache yet. My mullet's not there. I did get these sweet sunglasses, though.
Yeah, those are mullet glasses for sure.
Those are great.
Those are mullet glasses.
Hell yeah. I'm leaning, dude, I think by July, my sister's wedding, it's going to be nice.
Just free flowing.
The trail boss.
Yeah.
It's nice. All right. Well, I got trying to keep the low carb still, but it's Vizzy Orange Cream. It's all right. It's, you know.
All right. What alcohol
Low
percent you got
calorie.
there?
Where the hell is that? I don't know. 5 actually.
Hey,
Not
there you
bad.
go.
Not bad.
Not bad. It's right on point.
Yeah. What about you?
Got a Michelob Ultra, the Ultra Golf Dad beer, I guess.
There you
But
go.
It's fucking good.
Nice.
Do you golf?
No. No, I actually despise golf, so.
It seems boring. I mean,
Boring, big old waste of space.
I've heard, like, the people, our friends that do golf, it's just kind of going to get fucked up
You're just going to
and
drink.
hit balls,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which actually sounds kind of fun. I might take up golfing.
I mean, I'd rather just go to like Top Golf and just smack it wildly into the air rather
That's
than like
true.
having to like trek miles in the heat to get.
Yeah,
there.
you'll
Somebody
never
get a
catch
golf
me.
cart.
Never catch me
Just
on
get
a fucking
fucked
green.
up and drive around. Drive around. Don't drink and drive. Unless it's on the golf course.
Yeah, apparently. Golf carts, you're not driving on the road, so
Yeah.
do what you want.
Yeah.
I think you still can get in trouble, though. It'd be like, hey, you sloppy drunk right now?
No. You could legally run someone over on the golf course.
You heard it here.
That's not true.
But you always say we're always right.
Which, well, this brings me to the first rule. Everything here is a joke, so just don't take it too seriously. We're a bunch of dumbasses saying a bunch of stupid
Completely
shit.
serious.
Number 2, we're always right because it's our fucking show. So every take you hear, it's the correct one.
Can't argue
Just
it.
remember that.
Yeah.
And number 3, you as an audience, you have to drink along with us.
Yeah.
Sip up. 4th beer.
And watch along with us on YouTube.
That's right. You can watch us now if you're only listening. Go to YouTube and type in 3BD podcast, and you got it.
These beautiful faces looking back at you.
Oh, yeah. You'll see us.
Just
You see me
3.
winking at you right now. Wink.
I don't like that. I wasn't even looking at it. I mean, I just saw it from the side. I don't like it.
You saw a side wink. How'd you see that? I mean, it was my right eye.
I could
That's
just
crazy.
see your face moving.
Maybe he was just having a twitch. You know.
He was saying he was winking.
I did. I said wink, wink. That's true. All right. So with that out of the way, today we're going to begin our breakdown series of the Fantastic Four adaptations in our preparation for the newest MCU movie coming out. Our boy Pedro. Dude, Pedro. He dies
know.
in one series, he's coming back in another.
I didn't know he was our boy.
I mean, I love Pedro Pascal. Are you not a fan?
I've never met him.
He's our friend.
Well, are
He
you a-
clearly listens.
Oh, all right.
Do you like Pedro?
Yeah.
That's all I mean by that. It's a what do you call those? Just a phrase. It's just a phrase.
Eh?
You know, he's our boy. Like, I don't know him.
I've never heard it before in my life.
You're a dick.
Go back to rule number 1.
This guy. All right, so it's actually coming out in July,
Yeah.
and this one came out in July.
Yep.
July 8th, 2005.
That's right.
Which was
Oh, God.
20 years ago.
Ew.
Yikes. And dude, Chris Evans?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, dude.
Hasn't aged today.
Yeah, he looks the damn same. I mean, he got a little baby fat in this movie for sure. You could still see the young, the glint in his eyes, just fresh to the world,
I'm gonna be Captain America one day.
In 6 years.
and be this character again in Deadpool.
Yep.
I wonder if he
Crazy.
did it just so he could kill the character. But like, I'm not Johnny Storm.
Maybe for Doomsday, because he can't come back for Doomsday if they were ever going to bring this Fantastic Four back. Which
I don't think you could do an Avengers movie with Chris Evans as Johnny Storm. I think people would be angry.
just have Chris Evans play both
Yeah.
characters.
Why not?
Talking to himself.
Yeah.
They love doing that in movies.
You just de-age him a little bit, like they did RDJ in which one was that? Where it was like right in the beginning. Was that?
Oh, wait, was that Spider-Man? No.
No, it was when he made that technology.
Yeah.
It was Winter Soldier.
That's right. But they referenced it in Spider-Man. That's what I was thinking. Because that's where Mysterio comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right there.
And he named the technology Barf. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm gonna blow up fucking the world.
I'm gonna kill everyone and become a terrorist.
Because he gave my technology a silly name. I'm gonna destroy cities because of that.
That is very silly motivation, dude. It's
It's a wild,
dubious
That's
at
a
best.
wild jump.
Dubious.
Good word. Good
I
word.
only just put that together. That's insane.
Wow. Damn, dude. That's just a little nudge. You know, that guy was crazy from the rip. That's all that means. That guy was a psycho.
Yeah.
Like, that's all you needed. Barf,
He fucking convinced a whole group of people to do it too. That's crazy.
Man, cyber terrorist the guy turns into. Jesus.
It's not cyber. That's the real world.
It is. You're right. All right. It was directed by Tim Story and released by 20th Century Fox. There was actually a prior movie, The Fantastic Four, which I had no idea that existed.
I've seen clips, and it's just I think they literally made it just so they could keep the rights.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you'll even see him.
Yeah, it was-
Oh,
but it was more of a B movie and ended up not being released.
Yeah.
So we won't worry about that one. And another 1994 Fantastic Four film, but again, we're not worrying about that.
Yeah, those are some old weird ones. So
Yeah, forget
I've
about
seen
it.
the fucking thing. He had like that Ninja Turtles
Yeah.
face animatronic shit.
Yeah.
Looks creepy as fuck.
Oh my god, dude, that was the worst. I didn't like those. People
really, I
those.
love them.
Those Ninja Turtles movies?
Yeah, it
Oh,
looks,
I fucking
dude, they're
love those.
creepy, bro.
Listen,
Oh,
the
they're a little
movies are
creepy,
good,
yeah.
but
I
like,
get-
dude, the
yeah.
suits are just creep fest, man. I would never show like a little kid that and expect them to be like, "This is sweet."
Did you ever see? There's like a picture of Donnie, and you can see the guy's mouth inside Donnie's
Yes.
mouth.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Yep.
Dude,
So creepy.
that's fucking.
We gotta do those movies because
Yeah?
I fucking love those movies.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
good movies. Don't get me wrong, they're good movies, but the suits are just,
Also,
bro.
I mean, it's obvious a sidetrack by now, but like the fact that those dudes are still jumping around and doing all
Oh,
those
yeah.
fucking
It's
kicks and
impressive.
shit in those suits. I think those suits, didn't they say they weighed like 100 pounds or
Yeah.
some shit?
Yep.
That's fucking crazy.
Damn, and they got rubber fucking feet that are flopping around
Yeah.
like flippers, dude.
Yeah.
Hands that don't work.
Got the 3 fingers.
That is pretty good. Stuntmen.
Good for them. I
Hell
hope they
yeah.
got paid. I'm sure they didn't.
So the 2005 movie stars Lowen Grufford. Aowen, I
Yeah.
guess is how you pronounce it. Which, how?
I don't know.
I don't know.
How
It's
is
almost
that
like an
AON?
it's like Ian but extended. I don't know.
Ian Grufford as Reed Richards. funny enough, that guy was in Black Hawk Down. He's a guy. I think he has a seizure in a movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he gets.
That's
He
how
doesn't
you
go
pick
into
him up.
combat.
He has a seizure.
He was the He was the captain, and he got like he was like had like a fucking seizure. Yeah,
I don't remember him
he
in
was
that.
out of that movie. It's the only other movie I remember him being in, honestly.
Yeah.
And then you got, Jessica Alba, Sue Storm, Heyday, Jessica Alba,
Nice.
Dime, still is. I mean, she looks like she hasn't fucking aged a day either, man.
Sounds like people that have a lot of money can just
have good diets and people that feed them all the
Yeah.
right shit.
They're
and
not going to Chick-fil-A.
nice personal trainers. No, they got Chick-fil-A at home.
They got people
The
that
good
fucking
stuff though.
electrocute them when they're like, I want some Chick-fil-A.
And then you got Chris Evans as Johnny Storm, which is actually interesting because this was around the time where he did that spoof movie.
Not another teen movie. I love that movie.
Great movie, fucking fantastic.
Comes out with
movie.
the whipped cream on his nipples and stuff. Jesus Christ.
Nice.
The concussion guy just just dies. Damn. So this is during that time of Chris Evans' journey here. Right before he didn't he do Push recently after this?
I
I
don't
think
remember.
he did it afterwards.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was right after. So that was around that time. Got him as Johnny Storm. You got Michael Chiklis as Ben Grimm, and this was when he was doing Shield.
Yeah.
Remember that show? That was a great show.
I never saw it.
Gritty cop show, pretty good. Michael
Dude,
Chiklis.
I feel like there was so many fucking gritty cop shows back then.
There really were. That was the heyday of those types of shows. It's funny
Law
to
and
see.
Orders and stuff. And
Yeah, SVU, all that all that stuff. But it was different than that. It was almost like HBO now, how they just take a story and they make it just I don't know, gritty. There's gray characters. There's all these oh, is this guy doing the right thing? Are you? Am I? Who am I? Who are you?
You know what they love doing on HBO is showing dongs.
Yeah, the dongers for sure. I mean, well, if you're gonna show tits, you gotta show the dong.
They
too.
show so many more dongs than tits these days.
Yeah, well.
you know what else HBO
Whoa,
loved? Wow.
Whoa, malfunction with the
Uh-oh.
fucking.
Well, Molly's fixing that.
Is it just
Hold on.
completely falling off?
Yeah, we're all right.
It's definitely not making a bunch of noise.
Well, while
Maybe I'll
he's-
just try and mute his mic during this part. I don't know.
Let's take a respite.
Oh, all right.
Not even through the intro. Respite. We'll be right back. And we're back.
You don't
Sorry
know
about
it.
that.
Take 3.
We had some issues here. All right, running it back. Yeah, my bike stand fell. If you're only listening, but if you're watching, you can definitely see what the fuck happened. So we were talking about Michael Chiklis and all his shows and stuff. Now he's playing Ben Grimm in this show, and we got Julian McMahon as Victor Von Doom, and he was back in his heyday in the Nip Tuck era.
That's right.
pretty raunchy.
Boobies.
The start of the raunchy TV. Yeah, a lot of boobies. A lot of nakedness, a lot of effing.
My heavens.
Woo! Up against the wall. Oh. Jeez. So it has a runtime of 106 minutes, carried a budget of $88 to $100 million, but earned $333.5 million.
Wait, they spent 88, made 335.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Goddamn.
Tripled your profit right there, I guess, right? Or
Oh, what's the? There's also the advertisement budget. I wonder if that was in the 88 million.
maybe that's why it's 88 to 100 million, maybe 20 million advertising.
Yeah.
But even that, 100 to 333.
Yeah, dude, you fucking
Yeah.
killed it.
I mean, this movie was advertised out the ass,
Yeah.
So
I think if I remember right when I was doing the research on this, I think it aired its first teaser or something during Revenge of the Sith. So I think that might have been one of the reasons because
Damn.
everybody was going to see that. So I'm sure everybody was like, oh, all right, that looks pretty good. We'll go see that.
yeah, everybody just happened to see that.
Yeah.
And this is one of the original superhero in our
Yeah.
era, at least. Right?
Yeah.
It's Spider-Man, and then
Yeah.
Fantastic Four was rolling out.
X-Men. Oh, X-Men was out.
X-Men.
Spider-Man and X-Men right around early 2000s, and then
Yeah,
this is
'cause
mid
that's
2000s.
Blade.
I
Yeah.
think-
Yeah.
Yeah, X-Men was out before this because I know there's a deleted scene
Mhm.
where he makes his face look like Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it that Deadpool tribute to 20th century just that much more impactful because it really was, man. They kickstarted everything. They might not have been the best movies,
No.
but they
They
got the
everything
job
right.
done.
Yeah.
They did it. They did their job to get it exposed.
Yeah.
And now you got the MCU, which is just this continuity that just
Yeah.
keeps going and going. I don't ever see it ending. I don't know how you can just end.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna have to shit the bed for like. I mean, they've been shitting the bed kinda,
A little bit here and there.
but
yeah.
they're going to need to
They've had some misses.
make just a diarrhea mess of the bed.
I had a diarrhea
And
accident.
just restart. Just boop, boop.
I mean, from what I'm hearing, the Doomsday is supposed to be a soft restart, but I don't know.
I mean, it would be cool to see. And then you got all the teams that
Yeah.
you could just make movies with.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have to be interconnected at all. You just be like, oh, we're going to do a new Avengers tale this time, but everybody else isn't available. Just, they're fucking off somewhere. Right? Just don't worry about
I
it.
mean, it's just
Forget about it.
Any superhero thing you watch, and you're like, someone else is in that city. Where are they?
Just have like
Don't fucking worry about it.
Just have like one member from the other team show up and make a cameo and be like, "Hey, I'm here to help," but everybody else is we're dealing with this bullshit.
Yeah.
That would be the way to do it. Like at least one person was
You don't-
available,
I mean,
right?
like I said, don't even worry about it. Like, I know people are going to ask the questions, but stop asking questions.
Seriously,
Except for we've asked questions.
ask a lot of questions actually.
But it's our show, so we're allowed to do whatever we want. But not them. They can do it.
We'll ask the questions and not answer them.
That's right.
Shut up. How about that?
It was the highest grossing superhero movie by an African American director until Ryan Coogler's Black Panther in 2018. So yeah, pretty good.
Poor Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace.
Yeah,
Or rest in power.
he's
I
got
think of.
Ironheart coming out. So we'll see how that is.
Yeah.
Sinners. I haven't seen it, but I heard it's really fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Despite doing well in the box office, it was met with mediocre reviews, stating the acting, plot, and goofy jokes didn't really land, which, fair.
It's a comic book movie. Like,
Fair.
it's going to be fucking cheesy jokes.
It's a fair critique, dude.
I think they also did fuck up Doom.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, like his overall powers and stuff is what you're
I
saying?
think basically everything about him.
Really? Damn.
Besides his rivalry with Reed, I think they kind of shit the bed with Doom.
Yeah.
Which at the time I didn't know.
That sucks because that guy was probably the best actor in the film. You know, like he
Yeah.
really portrayed like the pissed off fucking I'm gonna fuck your day up
Yeah.
kind of guy. You know,
You're going to steal my woman?
yeah. So fair criticisms, I'd say. You know, it's a fun movie to go rewatch. Would I put it on? Like, would I go out of my way to put it on? Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not. It doesn't have great rewatchability, you know.
Yeah.
Unlike the other one it had competition with, which is Spider-Man 2, which has pretty good rewatchability. You know, those old Spider-Mans are pretty good. The Incredibles, which is crazy. I can't believe that movie is that fucking old.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
gross.
god. That movie does not feel that old. And Batman Begins,
Oh,
all
boy.
hitting theaters before it.
Yep.
So, phew.
Yeah. Tough.
Yeah, I mean,
tough
'cause-
road there, buddy. Tough road.
Yeah, this was like the tail end of that 20th century. I don't know, bunch of other
Yeah.
better superheroes were coming out at this
Yeah.
time, I feel like. So now that we've gotten that backstory out of the way, let's stretch our way into this breakdown.
Fuck was that?
What do you want me to do?
It's in the script.
I'm reading off the teleprompter here. That's what the
It's
prompter
like,
said.
who's-
And my tiny nipples went to France.
Just like it was like a weird way to do this. I don't know. Whatever. Oh wait, no. You know what?
How is that that's a stretch?
That was a stretch.
No, I get it now.
Thank you, you piece of shit. All right, Stu's
I
gonna
still
take
don't
us
like
over
it.
through the beginning here. If you need a respite, you should have taken it when we had the malfunction.
That's
all
right.
They can pause this literally.
No,
whenever they
you
want.
have to listen
All the
Stop.
way through.
Listen straight through. You pee
They
when
can
we
listen
pee.
while they're listening, or listen while they're peeing.
I'm making a new rule. You pee when we pee. You know?
Hold it. Anyway, all right, let's
the
dive
beginning.
into this.
It's fucking weird.
So, it opens up on Von Doom Industries. Very Oscorpy.
Yeah.
And it has a giant statue of Victor outside of his own building.
Is that
That's
even
how
a
you know
thing?
he's a cool guy.
Is that even a thing in the comics?
I do-
Doom
well.
Industries.
No.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Well, I mean, I don't think so, because he's just the leader of fucking Latveria. He's not.
Right.
He's not a fucking corporate businessman in America.
In America.
Here he is now, Betty.
So that's why I think they shit the bed with his fucking origin.
And there was one thing that I think, tell me if I'm wrong, but in his statue, he's holding a molecule, Isn't that how he gets his powers? Is Molecule Man and like the God Emperor thing?
Well, when he is the God Emperor,
Yeah.
then, yeah.
He uses Molecule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I saw that,
Well,
I'm
he-
like,
and
oh,
I think he does that, and he like uses the power of the Beyonders.
yeah.
I think there's theories that he's gonna use Molecule Man in Doomsday.
I heard a theory that they might just use Sentry as the power source instead of introducing a new character. But
I mean, that would be. I don't know how that would work.
yeah,
I
don't
mean,
know
if he's
either,
just
but-
looking for pure power,
If
I
he
think
just
could
takes
use-
over the void, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He goes into his shame room and he's like, "I feel no shame." And just,
That would be very Doom.
that would be
That'd be very
sick,
Doom of him.
dude. I don't regret a thing. Oh, busts out of the room, grabs Void by his throat, and just fucking
you
sucks his-
belong to me.
That you, your brother's soul is mine.
Nice little sidetrack there into Mortal Kombat. Anyway, so it begins with Reed and Ben, and they're looking to go into space and explore this space gas and radiation that's out there.
As you do.
Yeah. And that they think that might be what triggered human evolution, which we actually did a pondering on that. So maybe we should include that.
It was a very long time ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Man, we should come out with a new pondering episode.
been a while.
It has been a while. I like to ponder something. We'll bring it back.
So they go and they meet with Victor in his fancy office, and Victor kind of rubs it in that Reed is broke by throwing down a magazine that says like,
My husband's like, you broke ass bitch.
yeah,
Fuck you."
basically, it's like
You ain't got no money, take your broke ass home.
it's like Reed has lost his funding. Oh no! And he just throws the magazine down.
So that's how people do magazines.
Yeah.
This science guy lost all his funding. What a
Oh, yeah.
loser!
I think the newest term is cunty. Right? Like, Doom was very cunty in this movie.
I could see it.
And so then we meet Sue Storm, and she is now working for Victor, and she hugs Ben, but only shakes Reed's hand, which is there's drama afoot here.
Oh no.
And we also find out that she is now dating Victor.
What
Ew.
a bitch.
I don't think ever happened in comics. I don't think they were ever
No.
romantically involved.
I mean, there's
but
probably been times where he like adjusted reality, where he's like, "Hey, got her." I don't
What
know
a
though.
creep, dude.
I don't know. I'm just assuming.
Dude, that is like the ultimate creep move right there. I'm gonna take your woman. I'm gonna make a new reality. Like, dude, you're sitting in your room fantasizing about it at that point. You know,
Yeah.
before you make that a reality. Like,
It almost sounds like something a comic book villain would do.
absolutely, it's vile, dude.
so Victor,
Again, I don't know if it actually happened.
I could see it.
Victor, he continues to poke at him about how poor they are, and he's like, "So maybe I can make your fourth payment on your mortgage." He's just like, just constantly poking at him. Like, oh my god!
What a dick.
And he lives in just his entire office. Everything is just metal and rivets. It's like
Pretty sweet.
foreshadowing, and he's just, I don't know. It's right on. What did I say last time that was wrong? Right on the head instead
On
of
the
right
head
on the
or
nose.
Something like that.
On the button, and there's so many. Chose the wrong one.
So Sue, Reed, and Ben, they're all told that they'll be going up to space soon to check it out, but Johnny will be piloting. And so then we get to meet Johnny Storm, and he is riding a motorbike while making out with a girl in a convertible, just driving next to her,
Pretty sweet.
leaning over.
It's pretty cool. He was, and this is where like, pretty cool. But this is where like those critiques come in, where you're like, man, like this guy is like cartoonishly a goon, just like fucking.
Cartoonishly, huh? What an
I know.
interesting choice of words.
I know, but it's like over the top.
Right on the head,
I
some might
chose
say.
it for a reason. I chose it for a reason because it is a comic.
Almost like it's based on a comic.
But you're like, these are real people. It looks like you're like, people don't act like this. Like, this is unhinged shit.
Have you ever rode a motorcycle?
I mean, not while making out with a fucking chick on the way to like some fucking appearance.
I have.
Hell yeah, brother.
Just woo,
I'm the fucking
as
trail
you're
boss.
driving.
You know how I do.
I'm fucking sweet. I'm the best. Like,
I actually haven't done that. Yeah, I
it's just
usually
so
wore a
over the
helmet.
top with him in this movie a little bit. You're like, all right, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. It's
Yeah.
fun. It's fun.
So then we see Ben, and he's like flipping through his journal, and it shows his fiance, a picture of her, and it's Andrea from The Walking Dead.
That bitch.
Really? Got walkers all around you, girl. They're in the woods.
I don't remember when that line is from, but I feel like
He's
it was
like-
Shane.
It's Shane, dude. It's Shane.
What is that?
What is
He's like training her how to like shoot the gun
Just in the wood.
in the wood. It's so good. Sorry.
I love it.
So Johnny, he makes fun of Ben because he is now the commanding officer since he's piloting it. And I guess Ben used to be his commanding officer. I don't know. So roles have been reversed.
Gotcha, bitch.
And then Ben disses the suits that they're given. And he's like, oh, who designed these? And because that was like the fun thing to do in these early movies was bag on the stuff you had to
they
wear.
loved bagging on the fucking pole.
What do you want me to wear? Yellow spandex? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the
Didn't we
X-Men
do the
did it.
same thing like what episode ago? It's like, yeah, give us the accurate shit.
Yes, 100%.
Marvel.
Yeah, it was about Thunderbolts. We were talking about Sentry's look and
Oh,
how
yeah,
it
yeah.
looks pretty fucking close to, you know?
Yep.
There's just little difference, and that's fine, whatever, but it looks
Yeah.
good. Like, it's
Yep.
it's
At
good.
least these ones were blue still instead
Yeah.
of the X-Men that were just black. But
Black leather.
Yeah. But I mean, they weren't
the
their.
real black leather thing back in those
Yeah.
days.
Which I read somewhere that it was because of.
Blade.
No, maybe that
Matrix.
Matrix is because like people saw that and were like, it made a bunch of money and they wore leather, put it on everything.
Leather trench coats for everybody. Dude,
All right.
in fucking Smallville, they had Superman in a black leather trench coat and like a spray painted S on his chest.
Well,
Stupid.
yeah,
I think I saw like Tom Welling, the dude that was in Smallville. He's like, yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like now they're starting to pick up on it because now they do like look at Daredevil's like year one
Yeah.
suit. Like that looks sweet where he's just like the scarf around the eyes.
Yeah.
Like even Spider-Man's like in the MCU,
Mm-hmm.
like they might not have done his whole origin story, but he has like that nice old I like the year one suits. I'm
Yeah.
a year one guy. I like that shit. Like the build up to like, oh, like even Hawkeye. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you got a suit? He's like, yeah, I got a suit. It's just a vest. And
Yeah.
then the next one, it's like a little bit upgraded. You know, he's got like the arrows on his boots and shit. And like Falcon, you know, he
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
has so many suits
Just
now.
a
He's got
backpack.
a lot of suits. now.
Every movie has a different suit. Did the Civil War suit? It actually had those yellow blasts that the new Falcon
Oh,
was
yeah?
using in Cap. In the new Cap
wow.
movie. I didn't never notice that. I was like, oh, I don't think he ever had that. He
Yeah.
always had the Uzis. No. Civil War, he was shooting those fucking wrist fucking the little yellow blasts. I don't even know what they're called.
Yeah.
It's like pulses, like Iron Man shots almost. So yeah, they're
Nice.
starting to catch on to that shit.
yeah.
Nice.
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 And we find out that Victor was the one that designed the suits, and it's funny because like everybody else is like looking at the suits or trying them on, like then Jessica Alba walks in and it's like unzipped down to like
Hell yeah.
it's like
Just ridiculous.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
and Victor designed them to protect them in space, so that's what
Yeah.
little spacesuits.
Makes sense.
And so then we immediately cut to them in space. No launch. No, nothing. They're just like up in
Why
the
would
space
you?
station. They're like, no, all right. Like, what?
It's
All
also
right.
I
a
know, that
fancy
is-
ass space station.
It is.
Strange.
Yeah. And so yeah, they're hanging out there for a sec, and then Sue goes to see Victor, and he proposes to her up on the
Aw.
space station. And basically, instead of being like, he gives her like a ring that's like a giant diamond and then a bunch of green around it because, you know, Doom.
Dude, he loves green.
And,
Because wink, 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 he's
yeah.
Doom.
and he says something about like, I want to be the guy that gives, or I wanted to find a girl that I could give the world to, and it's you, and I can just give you everything because I'm so rich. I go, all right. And she just basically runs away and doesn't answer him.
Nice.
And
I mean, what a weird way to like propose to. Like, I got a bunch of money. Like, okay. I mean, that's cool. Like, that's good. But like,
I mean,
what else you got?
I'm sure there are a lot of
Is there anything
women
else
that would
there?
be into that.
Yeah.
Some might
Not
call them
Sue.
gold diggers.
Well, yeah, 100%. There's not Sue.
Yeah.
Sue's like, what else you got there? Money?
I got a space station.
Rivets?
Oh, wow. Rivets.
plenty of rivets.
Got
So many rivets.
metal plating?
And so the cosmic radiation is approaching, and Victor just kind of shuts everybody else from joining his like safe room in the middle
Well,
room.
yeah, they said it was like approaching way fucking faster than they thought. It's like, oh, fuck these guys. And just closes the whole fucking room.
Yeah.
It's like he's like the guy on the Titanic. He's just pushing the women and children out of the way.
Just steal
Get me out
steal someone else's kid. My child! He's like, all right, get on the boat. Woo! Get this fucking kid away.
See, yeah, he shuts them out, and so then now Reed, Sue, Ben, and Johnny are in the separate wing, and then you.
Well, Ben's outside, isn't he?
Oh yeah, but he's like he's getting pulled back in, I
Yeah.
think. And so then you start seeing them getting hit with the cosmic radiation and seeing them get hit with future powers. Like I think Ben hits the glass and you see like his visor cracking, so it looks like scaly rocks on his head. And then
Yeah.
Sue's like popping
Turning
in and out.
invisible.
Yeah, and Johnny's getting hit with like fiery sparks, and then Reed's just like trying to reach for somebody and his arm's stretching. So
Yeah, and it looks like the Invisible Woman like pulses, you
Yeah.
know, going through like.
Yeah, we said that.
I know. I'm saying it again.
It's our podcast. You can.
I liked that. Nice touch.
and then so then you immediately cut right back to Earth.
That's
But
right.
it's it.
They don't explain how
Nope. They just
everybody's
Whoa.
fucked up by cosmic radiation. Like, they're in a bed.
Yep. They just wake up in bed.
Oh, that was weird.
How'd you get there? I don't know.
Oh, God. Oh, man, we're on Earth? Yeah. Sweet.
Somebody rescued us. Like, what?
You know how people just rescue people in space all the fucking
That's
time.
part of the critique of like the plot. Like they're like, yeah, it's kind of hanging on by a thread there.
Yep. And we get some fake outs as Johnny tries to prank Ben, and he's like, "Oh, you've been like hideously deformed," and you know he's like, "I don't think you want to see it. Give me the mirror." He goes to take it, and it's just he still looks like himself, and he's like, "Yeah." And it goes
Gotcha,
like,
you ugly bitch.
Yeah. You bastard. And then Sue wakes up and she sees flowers by her bed, but they aren't from Victor. They're not. They're from someone else.
Oh,
And
a secret admirer.
ooh.
Isn't it just filled with fucking flowers?
Yeah, but I think it's like she sees her favorite flowers, and she's only told like one person who that is.
Wink, 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 wink,
He
wink.
actually cares.
Mm-hmm. So
It's
Victor,
Reed.
And he's got no money. Proves that broke boys can indeed land a chick.
Yep.
She's got to know the type of flowers she likes.
that's it.
Maybe a bit more than that.
Yeah, a little bit more of that.
You might just seem like a creep if you show up at a woman's house like, these are your favorite flowers.
Smell them.
I found your favorite flowers.
Get the fuck away from me.
Somebody do your eyebrow thing, the open eyes. I found your flowers.
They smell
You
wonderful.
like these flowers? These are your favorite flowers.
Reed did not do it like that, but
You don't either. Don't get into
don't do it
this.
like that. That's where they fall into the trap. It's not the. That's a rabbit hole you don't want to go down.
Here's your flowers.
The key is not to open your mouth at all when you're
Yeah.
saying, "Here's your flowers."
That's how you catch a case.
Here's your flowers.
It's a restraining order.
So anyway, Victor is he's scolded about sending people into space, including himself, by like
what a
the
dick.
bank and stuff. And they're like, "Oh, they're like, we're
Whoa,
gonna
whoa, hold on. There's something very similar happening these days.
billionaires."
just sending people into space.
Yeah.
Damn you, Katy Perry.
Giant penises. Penis. Dude, you couldn't look more like a dick.
It's like Austin Powers.
And they're all in the head. It is like Austin Powers in real fucking life. What are we living right now? Like
It looks like a Johnson.
It's a George Carlin joke. He's like, bullets look like dicks, guns look like dicks, like, everything. These rockets look like dicks. He's blasting a dick off and it is spurted. It's coming people into space. Like,
It didn't shoot the people out. Of
no, it didn't. But eventually it will. Eventually it'll go to Mars and just.
Yep.
Then we'll throw trash on there. Rappers and shit. Just a zinger rapper.
A zinger?
You don't like zingers?
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's like a hostess.
Oh.
It's like a little cream-filled cupcake thing.
Cream filled.
Oh, everything is dick.
So anyway, we'll get.
Zinger looks like.
It's just it's like a Twinkie. It's like a chocolate Twinkie with icing on top and then cream filled.
All right.
Yeah.
What a great.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Hey,
Enjoy that, people.
zingers. Get them. They're good. Devil's food.
So yeah, he's
I think it's considered devil's food. Like, I don't know what the fuck makes it that, but that's what it's called.
All right.
I think like some bankers are yelling at Victor at this point or whatever. And,
Oh, probably like board members.
yeah.
Like, "Oh, you
Speaking of
don't-"
dicks.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, great segue.
And so then we cut to Johnny, and he's getting bored, so he decides to go snowboarding, baby. And he's not feeling well. They take his temperature, and it's like 200 degrees, but he's like, I'm going snowboarding anyway. So then he hops in a helicopter, goes and I think, who's he with?
The nurse.
Yeah, but it's like one of the ladies who like I don't know. It was on. She does all the interviews for
Something
like one of the.
Menounos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't remember.
Eliza Menounos.
Maria. I don't know. Whatever.
It might be Maria.
It's her.
Yeah.
And so they're snowboarding together, and then he burns all of his clothes off while
Yeah.
he's snowboarding.
She's like, "You're on fire." He's like, "Yeah, thanks. You are too." And then he's like, literally on fire.
and then
Nice.
he ends up falling through a bunch of snow and making his own personal hot tub in the middle of the snow.
Yeah.
And so then the lady comes over and thinks something happens in that hot
Oh,
tub.
yeah.
They bang.
Nice.
Which, I mean, if he's hot enough to boil that water,
Oh yeah, risky business in there.
Damn, dude. I mean, well, you know how like women like to take their showers on fucking like just cranked hot, dude. Just fucking
that is true.
scalding, dude. I can't take it. I can't. I'll go in after my wife and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what setting is this on? My God.
That's not good.
Maximum heat.
But yeah,
Ladies, turn your showers down.
Turn the showers down.
it's for the environment, you
It's
know.
bad for your blood pressure, honestly. Like, damn, dude, I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack. Like, there's steam and shit. Can't breathe. It's just liquid air.
I like that little at the end.
Oh man, that
Gotta
was,
pull out. Oh,
I didn't know that happened to everybody. I thought it was just because I have a bad chest.
no, dude.
'Cause there's been times where I'm like a hot shower. I'm just like, oh,
You have to like brace yourself on the walls.
I can't breathe.
I gotta get the fuck out of here. Oh, it's too hot.
Too much heat. You look down, your skin's bright red.
Did you ever get the towel
Room's
too?
closing
Just, like,
in.
fan out the mist with the towel. I've done that before.
Just fall out of the bathroom.
Open a window.
My bathroom doesn't have a window. It's in the middle of the fucking house.
No.
Well, anyway.
Side trip. That was way side
That was
trip.
a weird one.
Yep.
It was a funny one. Funny one though. Worth it. Worth it.
But yeah, so all their powers start to activate, and so I think that kind of ends the beginning here, and we'll pass it off to the middle. You guys want to take a respite, or just hop right into it?
I'm ready to roll.
Let's keep going.
All right.
Let me just spark this beer here.
Bear.
I'll tell you what. I'll take over the middle then.
All right.
So we see that Ben turns to a rock and he tries to call his fiance, but he can't enter the phone number because he's got big old fingers.
And he's got only 4, right?
Yeah.
So doo, doo, doo,
Like,
doo.
why the fuck? What was with
Why?
Part of the comics,
fingers
I think.
going away?
I know,
fucking
man.
know. It doesn't matter. It's like, why do Ninja Turtles have 3 fingers?
Yeah. I don't know. And this was another one where it's like the thing has had multiple iterations where like in this one he has rock organs. I think we
Yeah.
mentioned it on another episode. I can't remember which one. But yeah, he has rock organs in this one. Like he's completely rock. And then other ones he has organs under like real flesh and shit
Yeah.
like underneath there. It's like
Yeah.
fuck. I don't know.
Just different. It's what I've always like this entire podcast. I'm like, I gotta. It's different interpretations.
Yeah.
Gotta take it as how the director sees it.
I know,
or-
you almost have to get over it at this point because it's like, God damn. Like, I get it. Because,
Yeah.
like, some of the shit, you're like, fuck, I wish they would have just done it like this.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, it's art. So it's right. It's how he saw it.
Yeah.
Whatever. Fuck
Yep.
him.
But it's also like...
It's not really important to the fucking plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also like, I mean, so many things. Like, obviously, if you've been listening for a while, you know I'm a fan of Hulk, so I fucking hate the MCU Hulk.
Probably there's a couple that are
There's
good,
a few
right?
parts where
like
they're
Avengers
pretty good.
1, he's good. Ragnarok, he's good.
Yeah. But then there's the other ones where it's just
Yeah.
like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Beginning of Ultron, that was a good Hulk, you know, when he's smashing, you know, they're killing
Oh,
Hydra.
yeah.
So,
Well, the whole...
but like, yeah, overall, you can't change a character too much is the point, I guess.
This was... so I guess this wasn't actually a big change. They just gave him rocky organs.
Yeah, small changes, take them in stride.
Yep.
Big changes, yeah, you're allowed to.
I didn't give a fuck about the rock organs. I also didn't know much about the Fantastic Four when they came out.
Yeah, I just found it interesting, like in hindsight,
Mm-hmm.
because when it first came out, you're like, I don't know shit. I didn't know shit about. That wasn't one of the cartoons I watched as a kid.
I think I watched it.
It was on the same time as Spider-Man and like Superman and
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
that and Batman.
Yeah, you guys are busy watching SpongeBob. I'm watching fucking Marvel.
Oh, wait, I was watching that. Don't you worry.
I was watching.
Transformers and Ninja Turtles, Marvel shows. Fuck you
The
guys.
stuff that sticks with you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, so he finally gets a hold of his fiance, and she agrees to meet him.
How nice of her.
Yeah. So this part is so fucking terrible. So she sees him, and she's like, "Oh!" just screams and just fucking runs the fuck away from him. Like, Jesus Christ.
He even warned her. He's like, I don't look good. And she's like, that's okay. I want to come in. And she comes outside in like just her nightgown.
Yeah, it's like
What
a
are you
fucking,
doing in the middle of New York?
almost like a sheer fucking nightie or something.
Yeah.
What the fuck is she doing?
Crazy. Just
And then just fucking.
Just fucking runs the fuck. What a bitch.
Yep.
What a bitch. If I ever get turned into a rock monster,
that's very rude.
Yeah, right?
yeah,
I'll still be your friend.
Yeah.
You can go
I'm
punch
more
it for
talking
me.
about Nighthawk. If she fucking sprints away from me, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, you bitch."
Hey, don't worry, she gets even worse.
Oh, I know. All right. So later on a bridge, Ben is contemplating his choices to go up into space. I feel like he's contemplating
His
something
rock
else.
voice kills me, dude. I don't want to go.
He does fucking Batman voice. What are you talking about?
Basically, yeah. This is Michael Chiklis' Batman voice.
Yeah, there's a guy up there that's like about to kill himself. Oh wait, does he get shit on before he sees the suicidal guy?
I think so. Yeah, like the bird shits on him.
Yeah, and he's like wiping it off. He sees the guy with the briefcase about to kill himself. He's like, "Hey, buddy, look at my face. It could be worse."
Yeah.
And the guy's like scared. What? Whoa!
I mean, it would be pretty fucking crazy to see a
Giant
rock
rock
guy.
I guess if like
I don't know if I'd be like scared, but
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Whoa, dude, what the
Yeah.
fuck?" Like I've seen people with skin conditions, and I mean, it's not like you're not like, "Whoa, dude," but like you notice it. You're like, I'm gonna
It's
try
kinda
not to.
That's unfortunate.
I'm sorry. Like I'm gonna try not to look at that and stare because I'm sure a lot of people do.
Yeah.
So like I feel like that's how you would react, but with the rock
A
guy,
giant orange rock monster.
whoa, you might be a little bit startled. You turn the corner and you see that motherfucker, dude. How you doing? Oh, jeez, dude.
It could be worse. You trying to kill me right now?
What kind of disease you have, man?
Cosmic radiation poisoning. I don't
Yeah.
fucking know.
I understand it, but not from like the woman that supposedly loves you. Like,
Yeah, fiance.
Yeah, we're past that, but we're going back to it in a second.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think the guy like falls down into traffic, and then Ben jumps in to fucking stop a truck from hitting the guy, and just probably kills that truck driver.
Oh, probably.
dude, that guy is dead.
Just trading a truck driver's life for a suicidal guy's life. I don't know what the equation on that is, but
If it's like the
Questionable.
train question you're asking me right now, I'm saving the truck driver. I mean, he delivers goods. You know,
yeah,
this guy is like,
he's got a fucking job. He's just trying to deliver some
yeah,
kind of bullshit.
yeah.
old briefcase guy. He's probably some kind of shithead.
He's trying to deliver some zingers.
Yeah.
To his local store.
Yeah.
This fucking dickhead with the briefcase. He's probably some kind of shitty lawyer, or like a stockbroker trying to kill himself because he's
Just rich and sad.
I don't know where I'm going.
He's just rich and sad. And it's like, dude, you're the worst.
Yeah.
How are you rich and sad?
Well, because he's so rich, he proposed to a lady with all his money. She turned him down.
Oh.
Damn.
Let's call back to the beginning.
Damn, dude.
So, after Ben fucks up everything on that fucking bridge, the rest of the Fantastic Four show up and help.
They sure do.
Because there's like a fucking fire truck going off the bridge. There's a bunch of people all around.
Yep.
And this is where our inside joke came, where like the thing is fucking useless.
Yeah.
Could barely pull up this truck, dude.
Yeah.
And it's
Like in the comics, he is way fucking stronger.
way stronger.
But in this movie, dog shit.
Yeah. Sucks.
Yeah.
Useless. If you ever hear us say useless, it's reference to the thing. So there you
Yeah.
go. Welcome into the inside joke.
Yeah. Yeah, so wait, why the fuck does Sue go invisible at this point?
Because it's
so
so
they
stupid.
can show her in a bra?
Exactly. Because
It's the sexualization, yeah.
she
It's
walks
just
up and
the
they're like,
director-
"Oh,
Nice.
there's a crowd. How are we gonna get through this crowd?" And she's like, "Guess this is the only way." And gets naked to get through the crowd, but then you cut to her on the other side of the crowd, putting on like some jacket to cover up, and everybody else is there. So
That's right.
Everybody else just got through the crowd anyway. So like,
ridiculous.
So fucking ridiculous.
Like, what did he like stretch over the crowd? Maybe like we could have seen that, you know? Like,
yeah.
did Johnny
Well,
just
I mean-
fly over?
We did jump over the part where we saw him like before the thing escaped the facility they were in, where he like put his hand under the door, which was fucking kind of gross.
Yeah. Just,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't like that.
he does. He is in the comics a freak, dude. That guy is a freak.
Yeah.
Just his eyeballs, just boing. I'm like, all those scenes creep me the fuck out, dude. He'll be like around corners and shit. I'm like,
Eyeball.
what are you doing? Yeah, you imagine you're just like sitting there as like a goon, and you look to your right, and you just see a pair of eyeballs over on the corner. You're like, whoa, you fucking freak.
That would get me to jump off a fucking bridge.
Yeah, dude.
or at least do the Batman yell.
Oh god. Oh, that was
Clutch my pearls, dude, for sure.
just a pair of fucking eyeballs.
It's a pair of peepers
Oh,
looking
shit,
at you,
dude.
dude.
It's the Batman scene, but just like the eyes tap him on the shoulder instead, and he turns. It's the eyeballs and just the mouth. Just, here.
Oh god.
And just like some fingers come out, tickle you.
Oh, god damn.
Who's tickling me? You turn around, there's the eyeballs.
Oh my god. Oh,
I'm
crying.
crying, dude. That's some funny shit.
Oh god, that
That's
was
a
so
clip,
fucking,
dude.
That was so fucking. The eyeball tip of the shit.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh god, all right.
And it's just stretched out eyeballs, so they look even weirder. Dude. It's not just like a pair of eyes.
Oh shit, that was so stupid.
He is a freak, dude.
All right, Jesus Christ, they gotta fucking wipe the tears away. All right, so I mean, there's some nonsensical shit that happens. Like we said, Sue gets naked to get through a crowd, even though
Nice.
everybody's on the other side. Johnny somehow protects a girl by getting in front of her when a truck's exploding.
With
And
fire, even though it would just go around the side and still burn her, but
Yeah.
whatever.
I guess you could chalk it up to like he does have a limited, like he can manipulate, so maybe he can create a small.
But he's
bubble.
never. This is like early. This is the
I
first.
know.
Like,
Listen, don't ask
Oh, that's right.
questions.
Like, if it was realistic, he would have burned her alive, dude. And been like, oh my god.
Well, I
Like,
think he's
fucked
taking. I
up.
think he's trying to take the heat into himself.
Yeah.
Instead of him exploding with fire, he's bringing the heat in.
How's
to
he know he
protect-
could do that?
Listen, shut the fuck up.
We
don't ask
know.
questions.
I said stop asking questions. All right. So
Anyway,
anyway,
in a fucking bed, and everybody can use their powers.
Yeah.
Got it.
yeah, no problem. Don't worry about it. Anyway, Ben's fiance randomly shows up and with a disgusted look on her face, just like puts the engagement ring on the ground and just fucking walks off.
Ew,
Dude, how did
You
she
just
get there?
saved a fucking fire truck.
you sicken me.
She made it and again, how did she get through that crowd? They just made Sue get naked to get through that crowd, and she just busts her way through just to see him and go.
You disgusting piece of shit. Here's your fucking ring, you gross fuck.
Disgusting rock monster piece of shit.
I just thought of a way that you can rationalize how they know how to use their powers.
All right.
Isn't it in their DNA?
So it's just like,
It's just encoded
just
now
there.
in them.
yeah.
Just like you moving your arm or
Yeah.
talking or breathing.
Well, later
Maybe.
in the fucking.
Well, we're always
all right,
right.
hold
So
Well, I don't know. Later, I'm going to talk
Well,
about
I
this
don't
in
know.
a second.
Okay.
All right, so Victor is told that he's losing his funding. Who's losing their funding now, bitch?
Who's poor now, dick?
And the Fantastic Four arrive at their building with crowds cheering for them.
Nice.
Hooray!
Yeah.
All right.
That's my Fantastic Four, hey.
Oh yeah, because Johnny does like there's like a news crew out there. He's like, "We're the Fantastic Four."
Yeah.
And Sue's like, "Why'd you tell him that?" Who fucking cares?
That's the one part I did like about Johnny is that they made him like the face of the Fantastic Four in this series, and like, yeah, that makes sense. He's got
Yeah.
the personality for it. Like
Yeah.
Reed
He's a
definitely
cocky
wouldn't be
son
the
of a bitch.
face of it. He's the leader, but like not the face.
He's just a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
All right. So
Technically, they're all nerds, but they're all scientists still.
is Johnny? I feel like he's just.
He might be just a pilot.
I
You
think
might
he's
be
just
right.
a bit of a hot shot.
a hot shot. Top Gun.
What? I don't know. Judge Dredd.
Yeah, Judge said.
No, that was a fire pun. Anyway,
Oh,
Ben can't take the elevator because he's a big old fucking fat fuck now.
Yep. That's
Doesn't
pretty
matter.
much all I gotta say on
you
that.
gotta take the stairs. Oh, the stairs. Oh.
Honestly, like, how much can he actually weigh? I don't know. Doesn't matter.
I mean, rocks weigh a lot, dude. Like, think about like a slab of rock, like on a front stoop. Like that thing is like, it takes like 4 guys to fucking lift that mofo,
Not
and
if
he's
you're-
covered in it, just slabs.
not if you're the Hulk.
Well, the Hulk would turn him into gravel, so.
He sure would.
And then he would just, put him into bags and carry him real easy.
Sweep him up.
You just chuck it to the top floor.
Dust,
Gotcha.
grind him to dust, and just blow away.
Yeah. Anyway, we get our Stan Lee cameo from when he was alive. Rest in peace.
Yeah, R.I.P.
He's the mailman. I think he's just giving him a bunch of bills. Like, hey man, you're fucking up.
Which
You're
is
poor.
Which is funny because he was a mailman in which one with Tony Stank? I got
Oh,
a
yeah.
package for Tony Stank. Is that Civil War? Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's
it's after Rhodey got hurt.
It's Winter Soldier.
No, good. Because doesn't he
Oh
deliver
no,
the
Civil
phone?
War. Yeah, you're right. All right.
Yeah.
I don't think Tony was in Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I
Oh.
fucked that up. That was my bad. Whoops.
Hey, but
Guess I was wrong.
But we're always right, so it's fine.
I don't know what's going on.
But we are the checks and balances of this show, and we checked you on that one. So
I'll check you in the mouth.
I mean, you have checked me before, so yeah. That's what friends are for, you know. If you don't have friends that are like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
When you say something stupid, then they're not your friends.
Yeah, it's like when you
Period.
said Buck from an ODST soldier wasn't a killer.
Yeah, and your face said it all, and I was like, and I backed off instantly. I was like,
I didn't say anything.
You had not a word to even say, and I was like, yeah, that was fucking dumb.
All right.
So good job. Good job.
Yeah,
Back to the movie. So the group, the Fantastic Four, start testing their powers. We see the thing's internal organs are rocks, like you mentioned before.
Yep.
Sue becoming invisible, where Reed's like, "Ugh, you gotta master your emotions, you dumb broad."
which is like,
for
how do you know? What do you mean?
I don't know. It doesn't fucking. They're just making a dumb joke.
But at least at this point, they do like add some fun details. Like her ponytail is still visible and everything. Like when she's going invisible, so it's like she hasn't mastered the clothes and stuff just yet.
Yeah. And then we see Johnny shooting up the temperature in that chamber. See, this is where I think their shit isn't just kind of in their DNA, because we see them all struggling with their fucking powers. Where they're like, Johnny, you gotta fucking... He's like, I think I could fly. And he's like, ooh. Well, I guess he does kind of start flying.
And then he just starts. Just,
Yeah.
They're like, hey, you gotta turn it down. He's like, you're approaching a supernova.
Yeah.
That was a fun scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if anybody would be pushing their limits, it would be Johnny. So
Yeah.
that made a little sense.
Even though,
I
like,
could,
hey,
I
man,
could give him a
fucking-
break on that one.
Chill out. And he's like, nah.
No, I'm gonna go all the way. Yeah, I'm fucking Johnny Storm. Yeah. Meanwhile, Reed is like trying to do like experiments and like scientific formula to determine what the fuck there are. Johnny's just all instincts.
I can go hotter. All right, so Victor gets his own checkup, and we see he's turning into metal since he was in that metal room on the space station.
His looks painful.
It doesn't look fun.
Yeah. And
He's
it's
got, like,
kind
a
of
big
reminiscent.
metal scar on his
It's a little
fucking
bit like Tony Stark, you know, when he had
Going through the veins.
infection
face. Yeah,
or whatever,
the
the
palladium,
poisoning.
I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, the suits were exposed to the radiation, so they can work with the Fantastic Four's powers. Which, what the fuck?
Don't ask questions.
You never, honestly, you can never explain to me a suit and I'll be okay with it. Like, you just have to, that is a complete suspension of disbelief.
Yeah,
like, so how does Superman's suit work? Like, oh, he's got an aura around him. Like, since when? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, people just make shit up to justify it, and it's just like, just
don't ask questions.
just forget about it.
Yep.
Forget about it. Sometimes they get beat up, and
Yeah.
you're like, how? Why is it ripping now? Like, you just went into space.
Hey, don't shut up. That's what.
You
Shut
got
up.
punched real hard. Now it's ripped. Like, yeah. And so you just got to move on with that shit. Makes
All
no
right.
sense.
So we get a couple little cameos on a magazine. We have Cyclops and Mystique, and then we have the removed scene with Wolverine.
Yeah. It's like, I think the Cyclops one is like, James Marsden is eyeing his next superhero movie or whatever. It's like on one of the magazine covers, and then below it was like the mystique of Rebecca Romaine or something. So they're
never
just
saw that.
Really?
yeah, they're just little cameos on the couple of the.
Now that's kind of interesting. I like that.
I never saw it, but I mean, it's in the outline.
Yeah, I don't remember
I guess
seeing
that
that.
happened.
That's pretty cool.
All right, so the family sits down to eat and talk about their changes. Then the next morning, Johnny pranks Ben with whipped cream.
Which is like, this is, they're trying to build that like family dynamic.
Yeah.
I just feel like it didn't land quite as well as like in the trailers of this new one. I feel like
Yeah.
just from the trailers alone, you're like,
Well,
okay, this is a family unit. Like, I got it.
I feel like it's kind of because they're like, we're family.
Family.
What is this, Vin Diesel? Where's Vin Diesel?
And then like,
Are
you
they all
know,
drinking Coronas?
yeah, Pedro comes in. He's like, we eat dinner here every night.
7 p.m. sharp.
Yeah. I'm like, this is sweet. This is Fantastic Four for sure.
All right. So after their family dinner, Victor sees more headlines about how his business is falling apart since the space disaster. Which is it? Because like, 4 people got some powers.
Yeah,
Is
what
that-
else happened?
Is that
Like,
a
They
disaster?
weren't. They were fine. They woke
Yeah.
up in beds, just like,
yeah.
I still want to know who rescued him, but I guess it doesn't matter. So
Doom?
Victor confronts a banker in a parking garage, and the banker tells him he can go back to Latveria.
It's like such a smug thing. He's like talking to him, the banker, about
He's
how
like-
he can get money or whatever, and then he's just like, "Oh, you can go back to Latveria." Like, oh, all right.
Banker thing to do. Piece of shit. So Victor just blasts a hole right through his chest.
Yep. That's pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. Pretty violent.
Yeah,
Yeah, I dig it.
for such a
I think
goofy
it's-
movie so far, definitely
I
pretty
think
violent.
like all his fingers are starting to turn to metal and shit too.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's getting weird.
It does take a dark turn here.
Yeah. So then after that, we cut to Johnny watching the X Games, and he decides to go check them out. Which I mean, why the fuck wouldn't you? If you're Johnny Storm,
Yep.
you're allowed to just walk into the X Games and take a fucking dirt bike.
Well, it gives like Tony Stark vibes when he like did that F1 race. He
Yeah.
just shows up and is like, "I'm your
Except for
driver
he's
now."
fucking rich.
Yeah, and he
Johnny's-
sponsored that driver, and
Yeah.
he's just
Yeah.
like, "I'm driving today," and the driver's like all pissed. He's like, "You fucking piece of shit!" He's throwing his helmet in the background. I love that scene.
Yeah, so Johnny takes one of the dirt bikes and starts doing a crazy trick. And
Which
then,
is someo's dirt bike.
Yeah.
A racer.
Yeah.
He's just like,
and then
"Dang."
like he just lets go of the fucking thing. It smashes on the ground, and he goes, "Flame on!" Flies for a second and then lands. And we see that he has an updated Fantastic Four suit with the 4 on the chest.
Look at that.
Wow, so fancy.
Man, the flame on always. I feel like I get it. It's comic accurate, So lame, dude. It's like it's giving Dragon Ball Z vibes, right? Like when they're like Kamehameha, special beam cannon. Like, why do you have to say it?
I actually looked up why they
Kill
always
Cat.
why they have to say their attacks in anime is because in the manga it's black and white, so they have to say what's going on.
Because you can't tell the difference
Yeah.
between the blast beams.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not necessarily canon. It's just for the watcher.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Also,
cool. I like that.
Who doesn't like screaming with Goku going?
It's
God. All right.
it's fun, but like, man, I don't know. It's just,
I will not let you destroy my mom. Anyway,
you fool!
dude, I saw one of the most ridiculous things. I'll talk about it. It's so
We'll
fucking
sidetrack later.
All right, so Johnny gives a reporter all of their new names: the Human Torch, Mr. Fantastic, the Invisible Woman. I think he says girl,
Yeah, and then it changes later on. Yeah.
and she's like, and the Thing. Which, wow, what a nice guy.
I'd be pissed if somebody was like the Invisible Boy.
Yeah, I would be too.
Dude, I'm 30. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You piece of shit.
Yeah. So that ends our middle segment. Do we want to take a respite?
I'm good to go unless you got a piss,
I
Max.
sure do.
Well-
Respite. And we're back from our respite. Hopefully you drain the main vein as well.
Again, they could piss whenever they could piss while they're listening to
Yeah,
us.
but this is, the intermission, so like maybe people do care. And they just like wait, they want to listen through, and people are at work maybe. Now they get a break. They're like, "Oh, okay, I'll pause it." It's like a designated pause.
I listen to podcasts all day and fucking piss.
I know. Yeah, you just piss. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we can join you in the bathroom then. It's fine.
Why you gotta
have us-
ruin my
Hey,
fun?
man.
Okay.
You're killing this piss.
I just like saying drain the main vein. You're killing it.
Good job. Hit that target.
Talking about Sue Storm and she's on a shitting. Probably. All right, I'm gonna take it over for the end here, the beginning of the end. So Ben fights and argues with Johnny here again, and yeah,
This is outside the X Games.
Yeah,
outside the X Games.
I think he's pissed
Ben's
about
like,
the
what
thing.
the fuck are you doing?
call me the Thing? Wait.
The thing, like what? I would be disrespectful.
I mean, it's a very disrespectful name.
Thing?
If it's given to you, yeah.
I'm made as rocks. Call me the Rock.
Yeah.
Rock Man.
You're not Dwayne Johnson,
But he doesn't exist in that universe.
doesn't he?
I don't know. Has he ever been mentioned in the comics?
Probably. I don't
You'd be the
actually-
one to know.
Yeah, what I?
You have more well versed in comics than us.
Technically.
Well, technically, in the comics, he was more like this. So then Ben goes to a bar and runs into a blind girl who feels his face, which I forget who this actress is, but she's in other stuff. I can't.
Alicia Keys.
No, she's one of those actors where you're just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I
I think
recognize
I think
you.
her last name might be Washington.
I thought it was like started with an M. I don't know. I'll look it up.
Yeah, and
McMaster or something.
I don't know.
And then she feels his face, and like she's like, "Oh, you're fucking made of rocks." But it's kind of cool because you get her because she can't see, so she's not like shocked to see. It's just this guy rolls up, "Hey, give me a fucking beer." He's like, "Oh, who's
Oh yeah,
this
doesn't
guy?
he like crush a glass and they're like, "Oh, you fucking big rock dummy!
You loser, you the fucking
You can't
freak."
grab a glass, you loser!"
I'm sorry, I'm not calling a giant rock guy a freak to his face.
No, I'm not either.
He might punch my fucking head off.
Yep.
And you were right. It's Kerry Washington.
Oh,
but
there
her
you
name
go.
is Alicia Masters. That's what I was thinking. In the show.
Yeah, so I got the
Real
actress.
person. Yeah.
I got the actress. You got the character.
Yeah, there you go. So Victor meets with Ben and tells him that Reed doesn't care about curing him and only wants to flirt with Sue.
what
so
a-
like
Causing some divide.
drama between him and Ben's like Reed's best friend,
Yeah.
canonically. So it's kind of interesting take, I guess.
And don't we like cut back to Reed at this point? He's like literally passed out on a keyboard and he's got a bunch of prints on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
so-
he's
Because he's working so hard to cure Ben. But, he goes out with Sue for a few minutes.
oh, God forbid.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
God forbid the guy lives his life.
Yeah.
Ben, sorry I didn't turn into a fucking rock
He
like
turned
you.
into rubber.
Yeah, no, he's definitely feeling sorry for himself at this point. He's just like,
When
being
he's
a bitch.
drunk and Victor is poking at his emotions and stuff. So yeah.
Can the Thing get drunk?
He was drinking.
He has rock liver. How's that processing alcohol?
Water, the liquor just passes right through and just like trickles out his feet.
Yeah, it's just like a filter. You know, when you make a filter, you put the gravel and then the sand, and it's just his liver.
It's the most effective liver ever.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, he would not. I don't think he. I think he is invulnerable to shit like that. Like, I don't think he is phased. He can't be. It's rock organ. You have a rock stomach.
Yeah.
Imagine that thing rumbling. Damn.
You hungry? No.
So this causes a fight between Ben and Reed, obviously. And Ben also smashes a toy prototype that Johnny was working on.
It's like, look at this. I got marketing to put this together.
Right.
Clobbering
Spikes
time.
it.
Yeah.
Oh. That was the prototype. So Victor cures Ben, but then, turns on him,
like,
right? He
smacks
puts
him
him in
into
that chamber,
Yeah.
right?
Turns him into
It's like
regular
the Captain
killers.
America chamber. That's what it looks like.
Similar.
It's a lot bigger.
It is, but it's very similar.
Yeah.
It's got the bright lights in there. Oh, shit.
Well, it looks like the fucking cosmic radiation that hit him earlier. So,
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, it does.
or wait.
It's like
The
bright.
cosmic radiation is like there's like a little fucking container of cosmic radiation, and then the container of the man, and it's I don't know,
Yeah.
it's fucking weird.
Science, you know?
Yeah, it's science. That's how
Who knows?
you just put solar winds in a fucking container.
Yeah, and just I guess Victor just made it real quick, like
Yeah.
even though he's losing funding,
Yeah.
he just is like,
Well, no, because they're in the Baxter building.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
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 And then for some reason there's like not enough power, so Victor just jams his hand in. They're like, "Wow, it's so fucking juiced up."
Damn. Yeah, it's been so long since I've seen.
I don't
this
remember a lot
movie.
about this movie, though. More
Yeah.
than I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an impactful movie despite its faults.
Yeah.
Like, this movie was fucking good, and the follow-up was good too, which we will cover. Stay tuned. So then Victor freezes Reed and shoots a heat-seeking missile at Johnny.
yeah.
He just has a rocket launcher, dude. Right?
How the fuck does he capture Reed? I don't remember.
Doesn't Reed just like come back into the
Oh,
Baxter
yeah.
building or whatever?
He comes in a little bit, like stumbling a little bit because he was hanging out with Sue, and he like fucking shocks him. He starts melting off the building.
Yeah.
And he just grabs him and fucking puts a bunch of liquid nitrogen into him.
Yeah.
And isn't that the heat-seeking? That Johnny turns into the Human
Yeah,
Torch and
to
he leads it
lure it
away,
away.
right? Like, he does that whole
because he's
follow
always
scene.
hot, so he just shoots the missile into a city. You know, like a real great guy.
Yeah.
He eventually like beats it. He throws that flame
Yeah,
ball and then unflames, crashes in the ocean and blows up. So
I think it's a river.
or whatever it is, the
Body
sea,
of water.
a body of water. Nice, thank you, Stu. This is why we're 3 beers deep. Cover each other,
River, ocean, body, water.
cover each other, check each other.
Because they're
You got
still in
it.
New York City,
Roast
aren't
each
they,
other.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Of course, they're in New York. Everything happens in New York.
Stop living in New York.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Rent has to be low as fuck though, so maybe you would.
Constant
You just-
calamities happen.
Yeah, so rent's just cheap. Yeah, whatever. Especially, dude, imagine living in Hell's Kitchen. The rent's cheap as fuck there. You just walk into a place and be like, "Yeah, this is mine now."
That just makes you a squatter.
Not that they would care.
Yeah, probably not.
As long as you're fixing up the place, I guess.
The city.
My city. Vigilantes. His fingers.
That's when he's about to beat the shit out of somebody.
Always, dude. Just pissed. All right, back on track here. So they all get to use their powers, come together. Pretty cool scene, you know.
Final fight scene.
Yeah, final fight. Here we go. So then, also, they get to use their catchphrases, right? It's clobbering time. He punches Doom.
Yeah.
And what is
He's like, he loses his power for like 5 minutes, then jumps back in the machine to get the powers back.
jumps right back in. Oh, okay, yeah. Just
Oh no, my friends
turn
are
the
getting
switch
beaten
to
up.
turn the switch to reverse real quick here, and flick another switch to turn. What the fuck, dude? Crazy. Like, why even have that plot?
Yeah.
What was the point of that? Had no impact on anything other than, like, I can understand, Ben being mopey,
Yeah.
Yep.
changing him, like, maybe get to that point and then just have it not happen.
Or like he just locks him in a chamber instead, and he's like, "Yeah, fuck you. I wasn't gonna cure you." Like,
Right.
Okay, there
Lock
you
him
go.
in there.
That might
Exactly.
be better. I think that would be better. Instead of just be like, oh, my powers are oh, God, I'm cured. Oh, fuck, I fucked up. Give me my powers back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the right. That's what you should have done, writers. might have been had less criticism on your plot there.
Yeah.
Hanging by a thread again. We're talking shit, but it is fun. It's a fun movie. It's a fun movie. It's all jokes here. So then Reed uses his body as a slingshot. That's when he does that the manhole cover, right? Man, that's gotta fucking hurt, dude. With some force behind it.
Yeah.
Ding! That's a dinger.
And then he fucking shoots. Oh wait, no, that's later in just a second. Never mind.
Sue contains him, and then Johnny,
She
heats
contains
up.
the supernova.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
because
like, Johnny, go super. Yeah, he's like, I thought that was a bad idea. He's like, do it.
which this was a cool plot device because earlier in the movie they explained to you like, oh, you could burn this whole bitch up, everything, the whole planet, dude. And then Sue's like, oh, I can contain it. So it was a good way for all of them to use their powers.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Quickly.
stranded, so wouldn't you know it, her nose starts bleeding.
Yeah, which I don't. Why does that always happen when people strain? Like I've
'Cause
never
it
had my
involves your
nose
brain.
bleed when I'm like lifting something super heavy or.
Or are you thinking too
What the fuck? When does that ever happen?
when you're just focusing super hard, like,
No, it's when I have dry nose. Like, does her powers dry her out? Maybe. My nose is so dry.
it's always just one drop.
Yeah.
It's not like a violent.
Which it would be. Like you would just be. Blah. Like if you ever have a nosebleed, like that motherfucker doesn't stop.
Yeah.
It just bleeds.
Woke up to a nosebleed one time. My whole fucking pillow was just covered in blood. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, and it's like half sticky.
Yeah, I'm like, what have I been drooling? No,
Melted
it's
to your-
blood.
Just wipe your face.
It's like having an eyeball tattoo.
It's like seeing the thing out in public. Or eyeballs. All right, so then this turns him into a metal statue, similar to the one outside his building, the first shot of the movie. So pretty cool,
Wow,
bringing it
look at that.
around. And I guess, his shit was melded to his body.
Like, it was just his mask, though. The rest of his body was just turned to metal.
Yeah.
So he has a metal dick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got a metal dick. Just props, dude. Colossus.
Oh,
Join the Colossus. Dad? Ding, ding. Dad? So then they celebrate and throw a party, as you would.
Right.
You know? Classic.
Wouldn't you do that?
Reed proposes to Sue,
Aw.
and Johnny makes a giant flame
Four.
for which... how would the flame stay there?
Because he can manipulate
You
flames.
can manipulate flames?
Yeah.
Okay.
To
So
an
kind of like
extent.
pyro.
Yeah.
So that pyro scene doesn't make sense. Like you
I've
said.
said that before.
Yeah, in Deadpool. Yeah. Unless maybe Johnny just was fatigued as fuck, and that, he hadn't been eating. You're in the desert, dude. What are you eating out there? If you're living there for a
Sand.
while.
Other people.
Yeah. I hate sand.
Yep.
I hate sand.
Maybe like fucking toads a lot. Oh, fucking. I don't know what the fuck I was going. Stop it. Stop it.
All right, so then get the Flame 4, Fantastic Four up in the sky, classic. And does he do the circle in this one?
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking maybe it was only in the second one he does the circle. And then we see that Doom's body is being shipped to Latveria, which they
Yeah, just in a
trying to
fucking
tie it in.
shipping crate. Just in a box. Like, hey, this guy's alive.
Fuck him.
Put him in a box.
There's a coffin, like a pseudo coffin. Ship him over there. Like, was he from Latveria? Is that why there was
I'm
that
assuming.
tie-in? Like, I don't remember them ever addressing that.
Well, the
Just
one
the-
guy earlier said, like, go back to that barrier.
Yeah.
Real
That was
quick.
only, yeah.
What do you mean? Like, he's an immigrant?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, but yeah, that wraps up the movie there. So what do you guys think?
That's it.
Final thoughts?
I mean, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
It's obviously a different take on him because, like, I think Reed and Doom's origins in the comic book is like Doom made a machine that Reed's like, hey, that's gonna fuck up your face.
Yeah.
He's like, no, it's not. And then fucks up
I
his
know
face.
better.
Like, yeah. I mean, they got the arrogance of Doom,
Yeah.
right, and all that.
Cunty.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But yeah, I mean, he has basically nothing to do with Latveria besides them like, hey, maybe go back to that country, you loser.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And like you said, back then I didn't really know anything about them, so I didn't know that it was wrong or anything. So I was like,
Oh, I didn't either.
whatever.
I've only learned this in recent times.
Yeah, I had no idea Doom was even a villain until probably that movie. Honestly, like I don't remember him being in the old like Spider-Man that we watched. Or
He was in Ultimate Alliance 1.
That was later.
Oh, that's true. That might have been the first time I was exposed to Doom.
Yeah.
I wonder when that came out, dude. I gotta look that up. If that came out before or after.
Yeah.
Because that might have been the same exact time there. What the fuck was that? Ultimate Alliance 1?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, overall, I think it's fine. It's definitely got its flaws, but
I think it deserves as much hate as it gets.
no.
I don't think it deserves any hate, really. Like, criticism, sure. There's a lot to criticize about this one, but I don't know. It doesn't deserve
it's
any
a
hate.
fun enough movie. Like, fucking whatever.
Actually, that was the first, because Ultimate Alliance came out in 2006. This came out in 2005.
Oh, shit. All right.
So it's like you get to see this one, and then like right after you get to see like what real Doom is like, and you're like, damn, like in hindsight, now knowing all about Doom, like he's one of the main Marvel villains. Actually,
He's a massive villain in the Marvel.
Huge
like,
threat.
do you know what's going on with Doom in the Marvel comics right now?
No idea.
Runs the whole fucking planet.
Damn.
He's the current Sorcerer Supreme.
Damn.
Like, he stole the title from Strange.
I listened to that one Wastelanders podcast, and man, it wasn't a podcast. It was like a book, I guess. Like I don't know. They would do all the voices for it and shit, kind of like what we do for Fireteam Steel and shit. And it was Wastelanders, and Doom was running that shit.
Yeah.
And then so that's pretty cool.
I mean, he's a big time villain.
It's like Old Man Logan was in, Old Man Hawkeye, like just a bunch of grizzled motherfuckers in an apocalypse. Like, damn.
Huh.
So that's kind of cool that they're doing that. But yeah, I mean,
I don't think
Doom.
he has any like actual power, so it's weird that they made him have weird electrical powers.
Yeah.
Like, everything he does is based on tech and magic.
yeah. Maybe they didn't want to like go
That far into it.
Yeah, because the comic books at that time, comic book movies were like just getting off their feet.
Yeah.
I guess kind of in there. Like,
He's a magical robot man. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, what? But they could have given him like Sue Storm kind of like waves and shit, like what they got hit with in the beginning. You could have showed him maybe having some of that instead of the lightning. You know,
Yeah.
there were options, but maybe they didn't want to get too crazy. Because there was lightning in that storm they got hit with too. So it's like, oh, we'll just take one element from each part of this that gets stretched out. Fucking
Just
it's like when they were light speed skipping or whatever in Guardians. That's what it reminded me of.
And it's weird. Like, it is weird that they went that direction, because think about all the movies that came out then, and they were all trying to be more grounded and everything. Like, Green Goblin is in like, you know, military suit armor and stuff. And
That's
like,
true.
why didn't they just make him design his own stuff and like have his own tech and everything? I don't know. It is weird that they decided to go that route.
I think it's because a lot of people would, like, back in those days, would just be like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
So they had to just be like, oh, he also got powers from the cosmic radiation storm. So I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a good point. But
It's okay.
Yeah.
Overall, I don't know. What do you give it? I mean,
out of 10,
6?
It's 6,
5,
7.
6. It's middle of the road. Rewatchability is not that high.
No.
I think the second one has better rewatchability, honestly. I don't know. The Silver Surfer's kind of cool.
They got fucking wonky in the second one.
They did. Oh, well, yeah. I forgot. Dude, I forgot about that. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
I forgot about the ending. Yeah. You're right. The wonky. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
This is a series, so we got the next Fantastic Four coming up next.
That's right.
So stay tuned for that.
All right.
We all done for the final thoughts? Anything
think
else
so.
to add?
I got nothing else.
No.
All
All
right.
right. Well, if you want some extra episodes, you can go check out patreon.com/3beersdeep podcast. As we said at the top of this, you can watch along on YouTube
That's right.
with 3 Beers Deep podcast.
Look at our dumb
3BD podcast.
That's
over
right.
on YouTube.
You can check out Instagram and TikTok at 3BD podcast for some extra clips and content over there. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Give us a 5-star rating with whatever you're listening to. And we'll catch you next time on 3 Beers Deep.
Later, nerds.
Drink up.